Dinner is served. Yummy. Hey there guys, welcome back to another episode of the Superbus Tour with myself, Nuxury1, and today we are preparedness to leave the countryside for the final time, and we're going back to town. We're going to resupply for my drive through Latvia to the dock that's going to take me to Germany. So we're heading back into town now. I think we're going to get some washing done and restock via shopping. I'm going to get some diesel. I was about to say petrol then. We're going to get some diesel, and yeah, so that'll be that. I don't really know what else to tell you. I am almost ready to go. I've got my laptop in charge in the sauna, and yeah, if we look over there, we've got some I don't really want to get the guy who's driving on camera. I don't think he wants me to get him on camera either. Yeah, they cut down a load of trees here a little while ago. Oh look, he's moved in there. Awesome. Alright, they cut down a few trees here a while ago, and now well, it got taken away by like a lumber company, and now they've turned it into these lovely bits of wood that you can see here. And I think Lore's dad has got plans to turn it into sort of like an outdoor kitchen area or something, so that'll be kind of cool, and to do stuff to the sauna and what have you, so that'll be kind of neat. But yeah, we are going to be leaving today, so say one last goodbye to the countryside. And yeah, so that'll be that. And yeah, so we're going back to town, going to resupply, restock, and then I'm going to go to Latvia on the 17th. I think the ferry's on the 18th. I'm going to be leaving Estonia on the 17th. Please ignore my rather grotty seat covers. They are literally just there to protect the seats, and this one doesn't even fit properly, so there you go. But yeah, I'll be driving through Latvia. I haven't got any Satnav data for Latvia, so what I've done is I've downloaded a Google GPS type thing, Copilot I think it's called, but obviously that's going to take bandwidth, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn it on every now and then to make sure I'm heading in the right direction and not going to get lost and everything. I'm also going to buy a compass today as well, just to make sure that I don't ever head east from where I am now, because that would be a fucking disaster. So yeah, this is all ready to go. I'm all ready to go. Look at my manly beard. I'm a bit of a mess. I apologise for that. But yeah, so I will catch you next time you see me. I'll be back at the townhouse, or I'll be driving through Latvia, but probably back at the townhouse. So yeah, I'll see you soon. Take it easy. So here we are back in town, but unfortunately today is the day that I gotta leave. Here's the Superbus. Lore's just enjoying her morning coffee, and yeah, in about half an hour I'm going to be heading off to Latvia, and then from Latvia I'll be getting on the ferry to Germany. That'll be tomorrow morning. I should be on the ferry to Germany. But yeah, I've had a great time in Estonia, and we got some work done, and I got to experience the outdoors in ways that I've never done before, so there you go. But yeah, next stop Latvia, and if you're lucky I'll get the camera out while I'm driving, or not while I'm driving, but as we're making our journey and I pull into services and things like that, I'll try and get some pictures and video and what have you, so there you go. But yeah, I don't think this is going to be the last video from Estonia. I think we're going to do a goodbye video, and then I'll be on my way onward. Right, so here we are. Give a wave. We're on the main road that's going to take me pretty much all the way to Latvia. Oh look, some cam reception. And oh yeah, E264. Yeah, that's the one I got to take, and I'm going to be on this road for about 5 hours now. And yeah, so it's been a pleasure, Lore. Thank you very much for having me, and I look forward to our next engagement. But yeah, the super bus is on its way now, and that's it from Estonia, I think. Oh look, it's the Pink Panther. So yeah, onward. Thank you very much. Onward. Oh, that's sad, man. I'm gonna miss her. This was awesome hanging out in Estonia. Fantastic. I got some work. I did some work for her dad, like helping the family clear the forest and things like that. But right, before we go, this is my notepad. I'm gonna cover this up because this is someone's address. This is where I've got to go, and that's also my reference number, but unless you're about to board the same ferry as I am, after seeing this video, it's not going to make much difference. So this is all my stuff to get onto the Stena line. The Satnav has no navigation data, I'm just using it for the compass, and if that compass fails, Lore has given me this one, which is a rather fancy compass, and that's going to, hopefully, look at this bad boy. Yeah, that's badass. I'm still not 100% on how to use it, but I think I've got a good idea. Like, this is always going to point north, so as long as I'm going in the opposite direction, I want to be going southwest. If I go east, I'll end up in Russia, and I don't want to end up in Russia. This is all my equipment that I got for the trip. There's a book down there. There's 2 bottles of Fanta. There's some crisps, there's some snacks and bread. I got my tablet, which has also got some navigation data on it. And then there's another bag of snacks here. Some RC cola, some cup of soups, some cigarettes. Let's get them out because I know I'm going to need them for the drive. And I've also got GPS on my phone, so if I do get horribly lost, I can just log on to the data roaming. And even though it costs a bit more money, and I'm very sorry about that, to whoever's paying my bill, you're a legend. We all know who's paying my bill. It's my dad, but it's okay because we sold the CRX, so there's a bit more money in the house now. We sold Crystal, my second CRX, so when I get home I'm gonna have to repair Ruby, but that's all in the future. So now onwards to Latvia and to the ferry that's going to take me to Germany. So goodbye Estonia. It's been amazing and I'm gonna miss you. Lots of love. See you soon. Okay, so here we are driving through Latvia, or we've stopped at the minute because there's roadworks going on up ahead and they've got to let the oncoming traffic come through first and then we're going to go after that. I've been here for about 2-3 minutes already, possibly even longer, and I haven't seen a single car go past me in this direction, so there you go. I don't really like driving through Latvia. The road signs are on the junctions that you need to come off. So say I want to go to Ventspils, the sign for Ventspils is on the turn off, so you've got no time to prepare for it or any of that. And all the people in the petrol stations are really rude to English people from what I can tell, or they're just rude to me. I must look funny. Yeah, I think it's me. But yeah, this is Latvia, and we're almost at Ventspils. Yeah, I don't really know what else to tell you. But yeah, I'm not too fond of driving through Latvia. I think if I had Satnav data, I'd probably do a better job of it, but still, I don't know. Oh yeah. But that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to update you quickly while I'm waiting for this. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I'm feeling a bit emotional because I'm leaving friends behind again, but I'm focused on the fact that I'll be going home in under a week or so, or just over a week. Oh look, cars are coming. So yeah, I'm keeping that in my head. I'm gonna be home in just over a week, and also I'm seeing my other friends in Germany, so that'll be cool. I'm looking forward to that. And then after that I'm going to be going back to Holland for a few days, and then I'll be getting on the boat at Rotterdam to, well, from the Hook of Holland to Harwich, and then home. Bloody home, mate. I can't wait to see my family. I miss them so much, and all my friends, Fredders, Peacemaker, Chris, the whole team. I miss them. It's mad. But yeah, alright, look, cars are coming, so I'm going to shut this camera down, and I'll get back to you once we're at the docks. And I don't have to be on the ferry until tomorrow morning,
So we'll see how that happens. Look, it's the sun. But yeah, I am feeling a bit emotionally raw right now. But I'm keeping the positive thoughts in my mind, and that's what's getting me through. And also, these cigarettes are getting me through. Very cheap Marlboro Golds. So there you go. But yeah, catch you in a bit. The superbus has made it to the ferry port. Massive thanks to my dad for giving us the last little bit of information I needed. Pramju, that's passenger terminal, I think, in Latvian. And then I went over there and found the nice gentlemen who were protecting the border, and they told me that I was in the right place to jump on the ferry tomorrow. I'm glad to be here. Hang on, let me do that a bit slower. Isn't it exciting? I'm glad to be here, but I don't know, I feel like, I don't know, I don't really want to leave the van, but there's a restaurant up the road and I'm going to get myself a decent meal, but I don't really want to leave the van on its toddy here because it's a bit suspect, and tonight I'm going to have to sleep in here in a fucking car park. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't really, I'm expecting to either get broken into, or that some of the ferry people or some of the port people are going to come and tell me off for, you know, sleeping in my van, and I shouldn't be, really. So, I don't know, I'm a bit worried about it. In fact, going over to this restaurant now that I found, I'm a bit worried, because I just don't want to leave the van. This is like the closest thing I've got to home at the moment, and it's the only way I'm getting home, and all my stuff's in there, like my passport, my laptop, all that shit. So yeah, I'm not really too convinced that leaving it's a good idea, but I've got to if I want to get something decent in me tonight. And this area's lit up and there are people over there, so I hope beyond hope that it sticks, you know. Hope that it stays there in one piece. All the doors are locked, although now that I've said that, I'm going to go back and check just to make sure that I have locked the door, and then I'll pick this video back up again in a minute. Right, yes, the van was locked. It was just me being my paranoid usual self, which I think is what I'm being anyway, but it pays to be paranoid sometimes, I swear to God. So this is the check-in office. This is where we've got to check in tomorrow. And sod's law, I tried to show the people at customs my ticket, and obviously it was like, oh, you haven't got an internet connection anymore, so the web page isn't showing up. And so that was a pain in the arse. There's some campers over there. I might go pull the van up with them and chill out with them, actually, just because I know they'll be safe, I'll be safe, sort of deal. Lots of Latvian number plates, not any Dutch or German or even English. English would be a far stretch though out here, I reckon. Right, so this is, I think, a market square kind of deal we're going into now. Paranoid about my bloody van, but I don't mind walking around with a fucking expensive camera. I'm a bit stressed out tonight because of the drive. I always get like this after a long drive, and I hadn't had none of the other to smoke, so yeah, I'm properly stressed. But I'm going to try and find, I think this is the restaurant over here, so I'm going to go check this place out and see if I can get myself a cheeky little meal, and I think I should be able to see the van from there, which would be nice. But yeah, this is like some sort of market square kind of deal. You can't really see it that well because it's obviously night time, but I imagine this is where all the market goes on during the day, so that's nice. I hope it's safe here, man. Oh, dinner smells good. But yeah, I am so paranoid about leaving the van, you would not believe. I'm also a bit like emotionally frayed because, I don't know, I'm not seeing anyone I know until tomorrow or the day after. I think it's tomorrow. I hope it's tomorrow. Jesus, I hope it's tomorrow. But yeah, the boat doesn't leave till 10, but I've got to clock in at sort of like 2 hours before departure. So I've got all alarms set on my phone for 6 and 7. So yeah, right, I'm going to go try and get a meal and hope that when I come back to the van I've still got my laptop and my computer in there. Right, see you soon. I don't know how well you can see the sign there, but that says Zitari Krogs, and I highly recommend. I do feel a bit like Mr. Pink leaving there though, because I could only pay on my card. I didn't have no cash to tip anyone with, but the service in there is perfect, so I hope that by giving them this little shout out on YouTube they'll get more customers, because that place is awesome. I had a burger and an apple juice, and nothing says manly man like sitting in a group of other people and ordering yourself an apple juice. I'm gonna go check on the van, and then I might do a little walkabout and see what's going on. But yeah, that place was awesome. I feel a bit bad for not tipping them, because they deserve it basically, and they all spoke English, which is nice. I feel like I'm a bit lost here, and hearing the English language from someone other than me is always nice. But yeah, alright, let's go check the van out, make sure it ain't been broken into, and then I might go for a little walk and see what's what in this town. Ventspils. It's a dock port town sort of thing. Let's go this way. And yeah, if you ever find yourself here, I definitely recommend that restaurant. I've managed to get in touch with Lore as well. My phone isn't calling her, but I can text her. Oh, there are some people by the van. Let's go investigate. Stop being shady, people. Come on. Make me all paranoid and shit. But yeah, I've managed to get in touch with Lore via text message, which is sweet. But apart from that, I haven't really got much else to tell you. Look at this mad doodad going on here. You can't really see fuck all because it's night time, but yeah. Oh, my swearing's proper bad. I get like this when I'm a bit paranoid about, you know, the one thing that can get me home. But yeah, let's take a little walk over here. Yeah, there are some people by the bus. Get away from the bus, people. How dare you walk in that public area? That'd make me all paranoid. Yeah. Car park's lit up though, which is sweet. So yeah, I'm not really looking forward to sleeping here tonight. This is going to be a bit of a mission for me to get off, I reckon. But we'll see. Right, let's go check the van, and if the van's sweet, then I'll do a little tour of the place. Oh, you can't even see this. This is a cow. I'm not really going to go for a walkabout. I've just decided that everywhere's closed at night, and apart from like the restaurants and the hotels and that, so you get this beautiful view of the bay, and I think that's going to be it for me tonight, unless I do a sort of like monologue-y one in the van, which I might do. I might do a little ramble video in the van. But apart from that, I need to get back in there and make sure everything's secure, and you know, if I'm in there, it's less likely to get broken into, isn't it? So, and if it does get broken into, I can fight back with my table leg. Yeah. So there you go. That's my logic tonight. That's the checking in office. How elaborate does that look? Not elaborate. Exquisite? No, that's not the right word either. Oh, leave your comments down below if you know what word I'm looking for here. Yeah, I don't know what word I'm looking for. But yeah, there you go. I'm on a bit of a ramble tonight as well. So you might end up with a monologue in the van. So if you don't like my talkie videos, you know what you can do. Go watch a different one. Because otherwise I will bore the shit out of you. So yeah, right, see you back at the van. Right, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see me. I'm hoping because the light's there and on my face you might be able to see me a bit better. I don't know, I'm just... I don't really want to sleep here tonight, do you know what I mean? I'm paranoid, I'm a bit worried, but I suppose if I just put my head down and fucking get on with it, there probably won't be any problems. I don't know, if I could say one thing about the Superbus tour, it's that don't ever do it alone, because as soon as you leave the people that you're familiar with, like I've left Lore today, and she's cool to go back to her family and all that sort of stuff, like she's got people there, and it was the same with when I met Kaylee and Kyle in Sweden. They were cool because they were going straight home after hanging out with friends and relatives in Sweden. And then when I met EG again, he was going back home to his folks, so that was all cool for him. But I get left on my own, you know, and I miss my parents, I miss my friends, I miss my family. And yeah, I don't know, I'm just lonely. So if I could say one thing about the Superbus tour, is that if you're going to do this, if you're going to follow in my footsteps and build yourself a bus and all that nonsense, learn from my mistakes first of all. Don't build a bed that can slide out, build one at the back of the van that you can, you know, you don't have to pull out every time you want to go to sleep properly and things like that. And second of all, get a companion, get someone to come with you, because you're going to be on your Todd for, I don't know, when you're not visiting your friends and all that sort of stuff, you are going to be on your ones, and it's hard being alone. Like, some people prefer it, like introverts and that really prefer it, and I always thought I was sort of a more introverted person than most. Like, I don't really like big parties and things like that, for example. I don't like huge gatherings. I don't really like going out, but it's different. Like, if someone were here, like, I could reel off a whole list of names of people who I'd love to have with me, and I probably shouldn't say this. I'm going to share something with you now. Ages ago, I was dating this girl, and we met on a business course, and we sort of had the same interests, same kind of things going on. Like, we wanted to both live off grid and that sort of deal. And she saw the super bus and she thought it was a cool idea, and so we thought, right, let's sell the Mark 1 and buy ourselves a bigger van so the two of us can go touring in it, blah blah blah. And long story short, it never happened. We got rid of the Superbus Mark 1, and even after we'd done all the work, put a new engine in it, all this and that, and one of the main reasons we sold it was also because we could never find a bumper for the damn thing. Like, it was impossible to find a bumper, and the one that we pulled off when we were changing the engine just fell apart because rust, basically. So we couldn't find a spare bumper, and so we sold the Superbus Mark 1. Then me and this girl, we broke up, and I hit a bad spot, man. I got all depressed and shit about it, but that's another story for another time. Or it's not, and I'll keep that shit to myself. But yeah, so I always thought, I don't know, that I'd magically find a companion to come with me. I thought, like, I don't know. But I miss her, and I miss other potential companions that I could have had on this trip. But yeah, definitely, if you're going to do a Superbus, then find someone to come with you. Find someone to keep you company. Like, yeah, you might drive each other nuts, but it's better than, like, you can always take a break for an hour or so away from one another, do you know what I mean? Whereas you're constantly fucking lonely if you're just doing it on your own. So that's my point to you, is if you're going to do a Superbus, find someone to do it with you. And yeah, that's my advice for tonight. I want to talk more because this is relaxing me a little bit. It feels like, I know you're not here with me, I know you're just watching a video on YouTube, but it feels like this is a form of companionship. Do you know what I mean? It feels like I'm talking, and therefore someone in the world is listening. You poor sod. But yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm just going to keep nailing the same point home. If you're going to do this, bring someone with you. And yeah, so I don't know. This all goes back to the point as well, in when I was in Amsterdam and that girl sat down next to me on the boat, and there were like loads of other seats available on the boat, and she sat down next to me, and we just spent the whole time not talking to each other. So if I want any hope of finding a companion to bring with me next time, or if I want any hope of finding someone, then I'm gonna have to start talking to people. Is the basic gist of it. Like, it's all well and good me doing this YouTube thing, do you know what I mean? Like, it's all well and good me putting myself out there for YouTube, but this is on me, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm the one who's playing the games, doing the travels, talking the bollocks. Like, it's all on me to do that shit. It's not on anyone else. And so I don't know, I've sort of drifted off my original point there, but I think you know what I'm getting at. But I don't really know what to say anymore. So yeah, I suppose what I should say is a massive thank you to Lore for putting me up for the past month, basically, and helping me work on all the books. Or actually, to be fair, she did most of the work, and I sort of just sat around saying, "Oh yeah, that's good," and "Oh yeah, that's good." nice work. And then I'd sort of just edit a little bit here and there, and she just ran with it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I write the stories, she edits them, and then we edit them together, kind of thing. And yeah, so the first half of the Seeker should be coming the beginning of next year or the end of this year sometime, I would imagine. We need to still get it proofread and get some feedback on it and things like that, and all that kind of stuff. I want to say a massive thank you to Fredders, Peacemaker, and the crew who helped me put this van together, and my dad especially, because he was the last minute guy. Do you know what I mean? He was the one who put everything together last minute, helped us cut these walls for the bathroom, and just made sure everything was cool. Cashman as well, massive shout out to Cashman, massive shout out to Chris up north, up in Yorkshire, who's currently enjoying a lovely holiday in Spain, I think, with his family. So yeah, nice work, Chris. Nice work, Cashman. Thank you guys, you are the best. EG, I want to say a massive thank you to EG, because if you don't already, follow EG on YouTube, because he makes spud guns and does all electronics, and he's recently converted his computer to water cooling, so definitely go check that out. That's very cool. I think Electric Guy on YouTube, or if not, he's in the sidebar on my channel page. Massive shout out to Lore's dad for putting up with me as well, and her brother and sister. Thank you very much, guys. And there are some photos coming. I might post some photos in this video of us all working, because we've got some photos to put up, but I have to ask for permission first. And also check out Laura's channel, because there is a ton of stuff on there. Far Big Ben, again, there's probably going to be comments and description and on the sidebar of my channel and all that, so yeah. Kyle and Kaylee for helping me, you know, just giving me somewhere to stay in Sweden basically, and helping me just sort of get my head back in the game kind of thing, even though they didn't really directly tell me that I needed to get my head back in the game, but through conversations that we had, I made it my own. I had my own thoughts that, you know, it's easier than I'm making it sound. Do you know what I mean? It's easier than I'm sort of like driving everywhere, blah blah blah, all this and that. So massive thanks to the squad for that, and Digital Reaper for helping me sort my electronics out, because without you, brother, I would have been powerless this entire trip, apart from the solar panels. And let's be honest, with the batteries I've got, that's not doing a fantastic job right now. But it's still working, but still light and what have you. I can't really charge my laptop, but that's something I'm going to fix when I get back to the UK. Yeah, there's so many people I've got to thank for this opportunity, you know, to travel Europe, because not everyone gets to do this. And I was talking to Lore a little while ago about how it's all attitudes and things like that, and if you've got the right attitude, I believe, I think there were some disagreements, but I believe that if you are given an opportunity, or if you make opportunities for yourself, that is how you get the chance to do stuff like this. Like Superbus Mark 1, we traded a fucking TV and a laptop or something for the first one, do you know what I mean? Or was it TV and a mountain bike or so, you know what I mean. Like, it was just stuff that we had that we weren't using, and we traded for it, and yeah, there was a lot of work involved, but it was worth it. You've got to put the work in. And yeah, so if you can make the opportunities for yourself, well, you can make the opportunities for yourself, and you definitely should do it 100%. So yeah, do it. Just do it. You have all got the same opportunities I've got in life. I like to think, like, if you put your mind to something, you will definitely be able to achieve it. But I also wouldn't have been able to do this, and this is the biggest thank you. This is the biggest thank you I'm going to give anyone, is to my mum and dad. Because without their support, without their sort of like helping me through my crazy schemes and all that shit, do you know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't have happened. It probably wouldn't have happened. Like, yeah, me and Fredders went up to Yorkshire the first time to get the engine Yeah, that was it. It was an engine. We didn't trade for the first super bus. We paid money for that. But someone beat me up and I got victim compensation, and that's what paid for the bus. And then we went up to Yorkshire and traded like a TV and that for an engine that didn't fit. So then we had to get another engine. But it's all achievable. You can do it. It's all opportunities. But at the same time, my opportunities were made a lot easier by my mum and dad. So a massive, massive thank you to them. I couldn't have done this without them, basically. As crazy as my ideas were, they kept spurring me on and kept making sure I could get it done. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, fair enough, we've sold the car to sort of help towards this, but there's a lot more money involved than just selling a fucking CRX. Do you know what I mean? Like, so massive thanks to them. And yeah, anyone else who's helped me, I know it's sort of a bit of a cop out saying, oh yeah, anyone else, but you know, I'm not going to start sitting here rambling on about how the dude at City Camp's a legend and blah blah blah, all this and that. And in a couple of days I'll be with Tony and Nadia, and they are legendary for sort of putting me up, and it was just awesome meeting them. Do you know what I mean? Like, even if they weren't putting me up, they're good friends to know, so that's also another awesome thing. So yeah, anyone who's helped with the Superbus project, I honestly couldn't have done this without you. You guys are awesome. Even the dudes who sold me the solar panels. Legends, do you know what I mean? But, yeah, I think that's enough of that. I think I'm rambling now. I think I've gone on too long. But definitely, massive thank you to everybody who's helped me do this, do you know what I mean? And, yeah. Tomorrow I'll be on the boat to Germany. And in a couple of weeks' time I'll be back home. Or in less than a week, or just over a week, I'll be back home. So, there you go. Mission accomplished. And the next time you see me will probably be on the boat, and if not, it'll be in Germany for sure. I'll definitely get some videos while I'm in Germany. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. But yeah, thanks to everyone. I couldn't have done it without you. But make your own opportunities, speak to the girls on the boat, and if you're going to do this, definitely have a companion with you, because the loneliness is killer. Nev from Osco Campers, he tours around Australia in a bus that he built himself, and he's got himself a little dog, so maybe even a little pet would be the thing to get. Do you know what I mean? But then I don't know about how quarantine works and how you've got to pay extra to get the animals on the boat and things like that. So I don't know. I don't know how people like Nev do it. I don't know how people like Pippi Peterson do it. Definitely check out their channels on YouTube. They're probably around in my friends list or on my subscribed list. Good inspiration. So yeah, right, I'm going to take my shoes off, I'm going to put my head down, and I'm going to see if I can get to sleep. Yeah, see ya. See you tomorrow.